Okay, take 3 of the same video. Having problems with my videos today. Just yeah. So what I'm doing is I've just received an order for one of the constellation maps, and so that's what I'm making. The measurements on this one is 7.5 by 11 1/4, and I kind of went out just a bit from the 11 1/4. Close up of the kitty. That was Dale, or that is Dale. There he goes. So anyway, and then because I am going to be tooling this, I did go ahead and cover the back with just regular painter's tape. It helps the leather stay where it's supposed to be. And right now I am going to wet the leather because that's our first process. I have gone ahead and printed out, I'm sorry, my brain's gone now, printed out my pattern. I'm not saying which month or whatever this is because this is a gift, but that's printed out. And if you notice it's kind of shiny, that's because I laminate my stuff, so that I can use this over and over again without, printing every single time, which gets costly after a bit. So literally all I'm going to do is just squirt this down until it stops taking in water. And then I'll pause the video because it needs to sit for about 5-10 minutes. Because even though you don't, the water is absorbed on the top, it still needs time to do its thing in the middle. And I'm noticing that some of my dye is coming back to life. So I'm going to take one of these old dye rags. And I got to clean this thing off. In fact, I could just get this out of the way. It needs to be cleaned, true. But it needs to be off the way because I don't want these colors bleeding into the back or the front of this project, because it is going to be dyed. So let's get that out of the way. There we go. And I did at one point have a towel, but I'm in the process of trying to reorganize everything. So everything's crazy right now. This is the only clean area that I have at this current time, because kind of weird about this camera. Every time I touch it, it does something weird. But yeah, that's the state of the things now. I've been reorganizing, cleaning out, and worked on this all day long yesterday. Worked on it a little bit today, and I'm still in the process of trying to get everything organized. But the great thing is the lighting's a little bit better, if the camera will ever catch up with me. And I have a window now. Woo! So no more getting high off the fumes. Dang it. No, but anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this video. And let's put this up here where you can see me. I'm going to pause this video and let this wick in, do what it needs to do, and then we'll start the process. So hang on. Okay, so we had a bit of time for it to dry. Let's get down here where you can see what I'm doing. And you still can't see what I'm doing. This is wonderful. There we go. Excuse me. So the tools we're going to be using are, and I prefer an angled swivel knife. So I've got my swivel knife. I've got a beveler. And for those that want to know, this is a Craft Tool B197. Smooth. I like the smooth. I don't like the little weird things there. And then I've got another Craft Tool. I believe this is Craft Tool. I'm believing it is. But anyway, this is a S705. And it's just a little cedar. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's not really focusing very well on that. But it's just a little bitty dot with, it's really good for making centers of flowers. But I also figured out that it's just about the right size for stars. So that's what we're going to be using to make our stars. This, what I'm going to be doing is once I cut around here, I'm going to be using this to kind of press down the outside, and then I'll raise this area up because I want it raised up. And there you go. If you'll excuse me one moment, I need to blow my nose. There's so much dust back here. That's another reason for all this cleaning out. Because I've discovered that I am allergic to dust. Yay! So, now what I've done here is I've just basically eyeballed it. You know, it's like, finger. Let me just go right about here. Because I want it just about even. Well, there we go. Of course, I could measure this out and really get even. Let's do that. Why not? Why not do it the right way? Make sure that's clean. So if we've got 11 and a, well, that's a, kind of, I just like the longer ones. I've found out that if it's not so much the width, it's the length, you know, to slide the sleeve of the book or whatever you're putting in. So I'm going to do, let's see, 5. Oh, well, that's pretty damn close. Because 5.5 would be the 11. I think I'm just going to pop it over just a bit. And that's even. That's center. Okay, let's make sure that this is. We'll leave it there. Okay. Now, one tool I didn't say was a regular old stylus. This one I've had for many years. I use it to work with clay also. But that's what we're going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to press in and go around my oval. And it does, see, pretty good. Shows up pretty well. That's another reason I keep my nails short. You can easily mark the leather with your nails. And I've done it and just cringed because it was in a space that I didn't want any marks. You know, so I just had to camouflage that. Okay, let's make sure I got that all the way around. And it's a little wonky, but that's okay. Wonky's not bad. Now, to do the actual, I'm hoping that I can just press in and see if that will be good enough. Ah, yes. Perfect. So we're just going to press all these in. And I'm going to keep this because I am going to scribe just a little bit of line. To connect the stars. But I'm not going to mark that because it's going to be a very light line. So I'm just going to continue to kind of punch these through, making sure that I don't miss any. So therefore I'm working from here to there. See, this one would be really simple to get mixed up if I don't have this as a pattern. And I really don't want to, you know, I don't want to mess up the constellations there, you know what I mean? You know, the Lord took a lot of time to put them together. I'm assuming it was him, you know, just because, well, in my world, he created everything. And those are kind of tricky, especially the ones that like to be real close together. Okay. See, like Lyra over here. Lyra, a little tight there, girlfriend. Here's Hercules. And at one point I was thinking about putting all the names in there, but just being honest, I am not that good yet. I might be able to burn them in. I don't know. I'll think on that for a second. Did I do this one? I believe I did. I feel a little divot. Ooh, that one's kind of a tight guy too. I don't know if he has any. Doesn't look like he's got any stars connecting him. He just has a little tail. Scorpius. It would have been my sister's 50th birthday tomorrow. Miss that kid. Miss her a lot. I don't think there's a person on this planet that hasn't been touched in some way by cancer. Excuse me. So I think that's everybody. I'm kind of lifting and figuring out. There we go. I think that's everybody. I think. Now this is going to sit here right in front of me, so that I can make sure that I don't, you know, create a new solar system or something. And you can actually see it. It's picking up on the camera pretty well. So that's where we are right now. Now we're going to go ahead and use our swivel knife. Oh, come on. After we get this little thing tightened back up. There we go. Ah, there we are. So, let's just go for it. Not sure if you can hear it, but this was one of my sister's actual favorite songs, was the Seven Spanish Angels. Ray Charles and Willie Nelson. I'm not a big country music lover. In fact, I really don't like country music at all. But my sister did. So there you go. The things we do for family. We listen to songs, genres of music that we don't really like just because it reminds us all the good stuff. She was an amazing sister. Okay. Here we go with Ray Charles again. There we are. Okay. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out, okay, this is the top. Alright, so I don't have much over here. One should really never cry on camera, I suppose. I don't know. Now, I'm going to take my Smooth Beveler. And I got a new toy, guys. Look at that. Now, it's not a Berry King, which is top of the line. But I'm not there yet as far as money-wise. So, what I'm going to do, I don't know if you can see, you can't really see that, but here, you see here, it's beveled. I don't know if you can really see the bevel on there. But I'm going to put the edge of this foot right at the edge of, excuse me, the line that I just cut. And I'm just going to gently tap and press down the leather on the outside of this. Excuse me. Neighbor got me addicted to Diet Coke. Well, I can't really blame it on her because but she does drink Diet Coke, and she's ever so grateful about always making sure that she offers me a Diet Coke when I go over. So this is actually it holds my needles. But quite honestly, it's one of the sacks out of my leg weights. So, but it holds the leather pretty well. And you can tell I'm not really tapping really hard. I'm just gently going around this. And what this does is just kind of makes this kind of pop out. And I've been practicing. My tooling. Something else just fell. Normally I would not be trying to work with everything just in a state of chaos, but I like to get my orders out as soon as I get them because I don't want to get backed up and not be able to fulfill my orders on time. Because I'm a customer too. I try to treat all my customers just the way I would want to be treated. My product arriving on time. Of course, well done. Doing my absolute best. Not accepting subpar. In fact, I just recently did a purse and a wallet for a lady, and the purse was giving me fits. I literally decided that the purse that I had just about finished, like it was basically put the handles on and it was done, but I didn't like the way it was coming together, and so I scrapped the entire thing and remade the entire thing. And you know, yeah, that cost me some leather, but I would much prefer to maybe eat a little bit of profit than to send somebody something that I personally am not happy with. You know, I'm my worst critic. I am definitely my own worst critic. But as I said, as a customer, I would not have wanted to receive that purse. It just wasn't coming together the way it should have been. And okay, you need to move up here on the top. I know that's kind of blocking. I apologize, but and what I'm doing, you know, when you see me go back over the line, is I'm making sure that you don't see any tool marks. Like, it's just really smooth. I want a smooth transition from the actual map to the background. And yeah, this is hours and hours of not only practicing, but watching countless hours of videos and rewatching videos, and just, I don't know if you can see that or not, but you know, you can kind of, well, you can see kind of the deep, 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 and you know, that's not, go back over it. So it's really smooth. If you notice, I'm not picking up my tool. I am literally just allowing it to slide along the metal, the foot hitting the line that I cut. Now, one problem I have with this is my hands are not that greatest. They tend to cramp up really hard. Really bad, I guess I should say. And so I try to make sure that I hold it lightly so that I can stave off the cramps as long as possible. So I really hope it, man, it's so hard. Oh, see, right now, oh, it's cramping. Flex that out. I know everybody's just so tired of this coronavirus stuff. Everybody just wants to go back to a normal life and not having to worry about, you know, people like myself that have allergies. You know, I cough and clear an entire store, you know, which I get, but you know, sometimes it's like kind of ridiculous. I think I'm going to find my yoga gloves and start wearing those because they're fingerless. Or maybe keep my hand a little warmer than it is right now, because it is kind of cold outside and this window is open, but I love fresh air. And also, I'm trying to let some of this dust and everything go out the window. Come on, baby. We just got a little bit more. You can do it. Oh, you can do it. Let's try to rub that muscle real quick. We just got a little bit more. Trying to get this done before my leather dries out too much. I actually do want it kind of dry when I do the star stamps, because otherwise, basically rule of thumb when you're stamping, and this goes for metal, it goes for leather, anything you're stamping, the smaller your stamp is, the less force it takes to leave an impression. So with this being, you know, just a very small little point, it's really not going to take a lot to get a good impression. Just a very small tap. To get that good impression. Okay, here we are. Now I'm just going to kind of smooth all that around. Ah, very, very, very good. So put that to the side, blow the nose again. Now another thing that I'm going to do, and I didn't bring that tool out yet. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. I'm going to take my this is called a spoon. If you notice, it's kind of spoon shaped a little bit, and it's got a knife on the other end, and even though it's not sharp, it will cut stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, move this out of the way now, and because this is kind of a really sharp edge, I'm just going to softly come through, not putting a lot of pressure at all, and kind of round over that edge a bit. And like I said, I'm not putting a lot of pressure, but it'll, instead of this hard edge that I can feel here, it's more of a smooth transition. So just a little bit of pressure, not much at all, and just go around the edges, and it'll kind of round those off and give you a really pretty feeling. For me, it's all about the feels. It feels very smooth now. You know, like I could literally run my hand over here and tell you exactly where I got it and where I didn't get it. And I know I didn't get it there. So, there we go. There we go. That feels good. All right, now we're going to come in with our little cedar and light taps. That's really all it takes, just a little light tap. Anything more than that, and it has a tendency to really You can actually go through the leather with this little thing. Not what I want to do. So basically, I'm letting the weight of the maul make my impression for me. That's it. I'm not coming down on it really hard or anything. A little 2 tap, and it's done. Maybe 3. But also, I'm looking at, you know, how far down is this sinking down? Let me see. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I'm going to place it there. Move my hand. Let's see if you can see that. It immediately starts sinking in. So there you go. Alright. And at this point, I'm not really worrying about who's going where. Just marking out all the stars. Okay. I'm going tomorrow. Tandy is having their Black Friday sale. So, wait a minute. Okay. So, I got 1, 2, 3. Out. 1 there. Alright. See, I saw a little dark spot, and I wasn't really sure if that was supposed to be. It is. I think it is. Let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am missing that one. So let's go ahead and put it here. Alright. It's kind of between those. Yes. And that's why you should always keep your picture there. As reference. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Yes. And also, too, I mean, it's like your leather may take up more water in one area than the other. I try not to do that, but I think it's just the leather itself. And so some places will be harder to stamp than others. No biggie deal. You can still do this. Okay, I'm going to leave the North Star for a second because I'm actually going to get a little star stamp that I'm going to put the North Star in with. I had to stop and think about something for a second. Like, oh, is that supposed to be there? Did I miss one over here? I certainly did. Okay. And I have a feeling that it's going to be impossible to find this star stamp right off the bat, so bear with me, guys. Knowing where it should be and actually finding it where it should be is amazing. Okay. Oh, come on. I know you're here. She thinks she'd be okay with a heart there? Probably not, right? Okay, never mind. Oh, you know what? How does that look? That actually might work. So let's see. Fingers crossed. I really need to try this on something else. I love it. There we go. There's our North Star. Let's see. Let me take my glasses off so I can see what you see. So, yeah, there's the North Star right there. It's a little bit different than all of them. Yeah, it's a little something. And I have to go rescue my mom. Okay. Now, what I'll do, I'm not going to use my swivel knife. I'm going to use the blade on the spoon to hopefully connect these. And I'm just going to do a little press in. I'm not going to do a line all the way through because it will actually cut into my star, and I don't want it to cut into my star. I just want a little. There we go. You see that? See, just enough. And the thing of it is just with that little bit, once I start the dyeing process, which I won't be doing on this video because it's a custom color, and like I said, I don't know if she's watching. So this is basically what's going to be done. I am going to be customizing this down here with the customer's name, so there'll be that. And then once I finish just doing all the little lines, it'll be colored. And the last step on this, once I've finished everything, all the artistic parts of it, you know, all the little lines will be finished. The customization will be down here. The entire front will be finished. Then I'm going to come back in with a lot thinner material, a 3 ounce, because this is really, really thick. And I'm going to be cutting a 3 by 7.5, 2 of those pieces. And those will be the flaps for your booklet to go into, and then stitch it up. Also, the edges will be burnished. This one's not burnished, probably because I'm just disappointed with this stuff. I may actually figure out how to get it all off and finish this up. But like I said, this is mine, so it doesn't really matter. But for hers, this will all be burnished and polished, and so that's what we're doing. And wow, we've already done 40 minutes on just this little bit. But so if you want a customized cover, please contact me. I have all 12 months. I can, like I said, customize. I'm going to be customizing this for this woman. She picked her colors, told me what she needs on there, and my customization. Let's see if we can get you there. All right. I don't ever charge for customization if it's within what I would normally do anyhow, which I'm going to put a name on there, so that's no big deal. I'm going to dye it, so that's no big deal. I love playing with colors. In fact, this is something that I've been playing around with. It's a kind of a work in progress, but this is a marbled piece of leather that I marbled myself. And so, you know, if you want a different color, if you see something on my site and you're like, oh man, I'd love to have that, but I'd really love pink, or I'd really love blue. I'm not going to say purple, but if you want purple. No. But so, you know, basically the stuff on my Etsy page is kind of a jumping off point. So if you see something that you like the you know, the star constellation journal cover, hit me up. You know, if you want one done on, okay, well, this is what the star looked like on the day of, you know, my birth or my child's birth or whatever else, I'll look it up. I'll put it on a piece of leather for you. So let me know. You know, I'm really open to, because it's fun for me. It's fun putting your ideas into work, and I don't get to see the excitement of your face when you open the product, but I am always open to receiving texts, reviews, but I love to know that I've made you smile. Maybe done a happy Snoopy dance. So, you know, there we are. And that's the process I go through, and I enjoy it. So hit me up if you see something you like and you want it in a different color, or you want to, you know, not have October on there. Maybe maybe you want, you know, a nickname on there or something else. You know, it's yours. It's your journal cover. So personalize it. Make it yours. And you know, message me. We'll work on it and see what we can do to get you a product that you're gonna love. So everybody have a great day.